Yo, this is for my notification gang only. If you want to be on my next video for a shout out, only thing you have to do is like up the video, watch this video fully, comment down below notification gang. Make sure you do subscribe, turn notifications so you won't miss out on my daily videos. Appreciate all the support lately, y'all. Like I said, I'm going crazy this year. But anyways, y'all, enjoy the video. Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Chuck. Now for this video, I will be reacting to NBA legends and players explaining how scary good Larry Bird was. This is my first time watching this. Like I said, I'm a young basketball fan, so make sure I do subscribe, turn notifications, and comment down below videos to react to next. I really want to get into the old school players and see how was they playing basketball, because this generation I watch LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry. I want to see how they was and how they was playing basketball. I heard that the old school players, they be playing tough, so I just want to see how it is. Make sure I do like up this video and comment down below how you feel about this video. But anyways, y'all, let's get into it.
Hey man, it's your boy YG aka Yangala, and Larry Bird is one of those guys we have to put respect on.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Larry Bird, he has been doing his thing. I can't confirm that. Like I said, I know I'm a young basketball fan, but Larry Bird on my last video that I reacted to, he was doing his thing. He was getting steals, blocks, he was doing Magic Johnson flashy passes. That's a fact.
Because he was cooking your favorite player in the 80s. And what made him so special is that he can shoot lights out, and his IQ was off the chart.
He can shoot. His mid-range shots is crazy.
That's what really made him unguardable. And the cherry on top of all of that is that he will talk a whole lot of trash. And it was so disrespectful. I'm not gonna say anything because the NBA legends gonna talk about it, but Larry Bird was so good that he scored 47 points with his left hand. It was getting too easy for him in his prime. And I hate how people don't think Larry Legend won't survive in today's league just because he wasn't the most athletic. But that doesn't make any sense because there's players like Luka, Doncic who are unathletic but skilled. If anything, Larry Bird will excel in this league. Just his shooting alone will make him a threat. This is an all-time great we talking about here. Legends will find any way to dominate the game. So anyways, man, we're gonna listen to NBA legends and players talk about how scary good prime Larry Bird was. But before we get straight to that, make sure you like, share,
Everybody like up this video, subscribe, and turn notifications.
subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the culture so you won't be
For the culture, just do it for me if you mess with me. Can't take 1 second to show love.
missing any of my videos. And let's get to the vid, man.
Enjoy yourself, dog.
Oh, Michael Jordan, the first person. Let's see what he say.
You bitch, fuck you. Y'all gave us a run for our money.
Dang, Michael talking crazy already. But it's all love though. They don't really mean harm to each other. It's just love of basketball.
Yeah. All right, take care. Thank you. Work on that golf game of yours.
One of the greatest players to ever play this game. The kid from French Lick, Boston, and one of the few guys that ever be in a three-point contest and shoot with a warm-up shirt on. And but just as like he played till he couldn't play no more. Obviously, we know that he just played till he literally couldn't play the game no more. He gave everything he had. And for young guys that don't know him, they think of Larry Bird as a jump shooter, but he was so much more than that. He was a passer. He averaged double-digit rebounds. He defended. He took charges, and he's a straight-up complete basketball player. And me as a small forward, Scotty, Bird, Doc, George Gervin, are guys that I kind of looked up to being a small forward. And they kind of set the precedence of what it is to, go out there as a professional and give it all. So, I've always been a big fan of Larry Bird, and if I'm linked with any other greats, especially like him, it's pretty cool.
Magic,
Hey man, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant.
James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, Kareem Abdul, all the Laker greats. I would always sit down and just ask them questions about certain games that I studied growing up. What actually happened there? What did you feel there? Why? Bird tough to defend. Why? Because you look slow as shit to me. So I'm missing something. So tell me what I'm missing. You know what I mean?
Kind of complimented Larry in the past. Is that kind of a cool thing?
Hell yeah. Somebody texted me after the game and showed me a screenshot, and I was giddy like a little kid. I mean, grew up watching Larry Bird. And, well, not really. He's older, but you grew up kind of knowing the legend of Larry Legend, and, sort of to be amongst the greats. That's all you really want to do. That's a great accomplishment, but I keep going.
Do
just a love for the game and love for practice and love for shooting. I think that we're similar in those areas, but he allowed players like myself to kind of dream big and think big at that position and to do things that traditional small forwards, I guess, or big men weren't doing. And he's
That's facts. That's facts.
one of the first guys you see.
Patterned my game.
Reggie Miller, he on the phone with it.
Who I wanted to be like, who I wanted to play like after Larry Bird. So I was torn. So I love them both, and to have a chance to play against Larry early on in my career and then kind of be under his leadership when he took over as head coach, it was a thrill for me because that was, one of the players that, I really idolized and patterned my game after.
What Larry was able to do on and off the court, it defied description, and it was very much like being on tour with the Grateful Dead, in that you never knew what was going to happen. You knew it was going to be fun. You knew it was going to be great. You knew it was going to be dynamic. You knew it was going to be explosive. But you could never say, that's what's going to happen.
Mikhail was still coming off the bench, and so Larry scores his sixth point on some kind of left-handed shot.
Bird against Kersey.
This was the game when he was doing his left hand the whole time. I like this.
And Mikhail goes, hey, Jerome, wait till he starts shooting right-handed.
Aims for Bird, another three-point try.
Hey, he could do anything, left hand, right hand, it don't matter. Still would get the job done. That's what I like about Larry Bird, I ain't gonna lie. And I know I just started watching Larry Bird, but like my last video I reacted to Larry Bird, he could do anything on the court. I like that.
Well, left hand is one thing, but when the game got
My boy Larry Bird in the building.
close, I had to go back to the right one. I think it went right down the wire, and we might have won by 1 point.
Beat you right there. You got to keep them under control. They don't.
I went to shake his hand. He wouldn't shake my hand. And I remember saying to myself, well, maybe he's just getting into the game. And I remember the first play of the game, he said, you don't even belong in this league, Holmes. And he shoots a three. I'm like, I wasn't mad he made a three. I said, did he just call me Holmes? But I remember after the first time, I made a great play against him. I remember him saying, he said, you got some toughness, man. I like you. But he said, I'm still getting 40 tonight.
See, look, he trash talking. He said, I'm still about to get 40. But he just playing, you feel me? It's all loves and games and basketball. Everybody just take it as competition. They don't really be taking it serious.
38, so he kind of proved his point. But I mean, I knew.
And he proved him wrong, too.
He was a super player before I came into the NBA. But when I had a chance to play against Larry Bird, and I can count on one hand the type of guys like him that you had to be totally focused in on. If you didn't, he would embarrass you.
Bird 6.
Okay.
Bird, for those that don't know, won 3 straight MVPs in the league.
3 straight MVPs. He was doing his thing.
With the Showtime Lakers and Michael Jordan and the Bad Boys present. 3 straight MVPs. MVP.
So you would say that was the baddest white boy ever?
No question. It's not even yes. No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Bird night.
I had the Bird night. That was a tough night, man.
And he would tell you to play and catch it over there and shoot it.
Larry Bird, he was not a nice guy.
He talked to everybody. He was talking trash all the time, man. But fun.
And they called a timeout, and he turned around and looked at me and said, I'm going to score right here on you.
And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me. And the last one was left-handed. And he asked me if my mother was watching.
He was calling shots off the glass.
Oh, no, he can't be talking about his mom, nah.
Next, where do you want this one from? And he just made one after another. When he got to about the 55th point, you knew it was something special, even as a player, and that usually doesn't happen, but we were down so much at the time, you had time to realize the game.
We're on the free throw line, and he literally says, left side, over
I'm dead. He was telling the person where he gonna shoot at, and he really did it. That's crazy. Larry Bird, he really be telling you what he gonna do, and he would do it. I like that.
Across the three, and you're listening to him, that's a tough feeling.
Yeah, that was the one game that I think he tortured down with me. he saw Dominique, this up-and-coming player, and he just tortured him mentally that game. He tortured all of them.
I mean, it was mind-blowing.
I think Bird went by the bench one time, too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, off the glass into the trainer. And, yeah, and so it was a bad night.
It's going to be a 3, and it's going to be awful decent. Then he said, who wants it? And I think Ricky Brown, I'm not for sure who it was, ran out after him. And he shot this high rainbow. It goes in. Ricky bumps into him and accidentally knocks him on our trainer's lap. So it was exactly what he said.
Antoine Carr and Cliff Levingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
Celebrating Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time
Dang, they really got fined for celebrating on the bench for the opposite team. That is crazy. Hey, but no, though, you feel me? They just having fun, but you do got to take an NBA serious. But, like, you feel me? It was just a wild shot, and it was contested and everything. But since they got called camera, I guess they got fined. Business is business. You still got to take this serious. But that was a good shot, though. I do give it to Larry Bird.
when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
so
it was the greatest film session ever, because back then you didn't have, you watched the real game and just went, with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept, not the shot, he just kept rewinding it, showing the guys, you remember they're giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter.
I mean, everybody was entertained by this. Even
That's one
the
on
guys
five.
on
That's
the guys on the Atlanta
They
bench.
got fined for that, I heard.
Yeah. Watch the
They got
reactions
fined.
on the Atlanta bench. You see
They got
Scotty
the towel
Hastings
up there
put them.
laughing. Yeah, when you get
now
close.
watch Cliff Levingston over here. I think this is Cliff.
No, that's funny. I ain't gonna lie. He was going crazy that game. No cap.
And our film session was 20 minutes of that.
At the three-point
He said our film session was 20 minutes of that. Just them laughing.
competition, walking in the locker room, who's playing? Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
Yeah, I did. I felt so bad.
Yeah, when you walked in and asked who was going to get second place in the three-point contest, when you walked in there, what were you thinking when you made that announcement to the room? Just messing with all those guys like you always did.
Yeah,
with everybody?
I didn't. I had no clue. I never really practiced. Me and Danny used to shoot some before we went out there. Everybody's sitting there. Everybody's real quiet. You really didn't. You knew the guys, but you never were around them.
Three-point contest at the All-Star break, and Larry walks in and says, "I hope all you guys in here are thinking about second place because I'm winning this."
Ooh, that boy Larry Bird was confident. He said, y'all better think about second place because I'm taking it. I'm getting the first place. I'm getting the trophy. I like that. He had that good mindset. When you got a good mindset, you finish good. You feel me? And that's facts.
Excuse me?
In fact, there was one game in Cleveland.
And he told me where he was going and where he was going to shoot.
Dang, he telling everybody where he about to shoot, where he about to dribble, what spot he gonna be at, left corner, right corner, in the middle, and he makes it, and he does it. Like, he's really that goated. He tells you what he about to do, and you go follow that, and he makes it in front of you, all contested.
Nah, I won't hear about it. Okay, I won't hear about it. It was 91-92 season, and we was playing the Boston Celtics. It was Bird, McHale, Parrish, the great three, Ainge, and we was up 1. Okay.
Where he was having a pretty rough first half, and in the old days in Cleveland, you walked off the court the same way at halftime, and I kind of puffed up on him and walked beside him and was like, "Yeah, you're 1 for 10." I was like, "That's defense, and he just kind of looked at me and said, "There's 2 halves." And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me.
Dang, he tried to come up to him and say, "You 2 for 10, Larry Bird." He said, "Hey, it's 2 halves." Bro came back, just started putting buckets on his head. He said he made 10 shots in a row. That is crazy.
And we was up 1. Okay. He said, "Who's guarding me?" As we come out of timeout. Now remember, I'm a rookie because Price is out because he hurt. Right. He says, "Who's guarding me?" I says, "Craig Elo." He says, "Why you got that white boy on me?" Don't put no white boy on me.
He said that was the most.
Now remember, Larry Bird is white.
Right.
And the last one was left-handed, and he asked me if my mother was watching.
Bird didn't talk trash to you,
Oh,
did
my God. Bird talked trash to everybody.
But didn't he? Did he get to a point where he had respect for you?
I always tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy you put on him?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback. He says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me.
Larry Bird is funny.
Bird used to tell people, I remember he told me a story about Xavier McDaniel. He said,
X-Man, yeah.
X, I'm going to get the ball right here. I'm going to shoot a jumper right in your face.
It was a tie game. They had the ball, and DJ was stalling the basketball. And Larry was kind of standing outside behind.
Look, Larry Bird, he ready. He in that post. He want that ball. And it's just him and that other dude. Now he about to go crazy. He about to try to score. Let's see what he do.
Like, denying him the ball. And they called a timeout. And he turned around and looked at me and said, I'm going to score right here on you. And I said, I know you will. I'll be ready.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball.
During the timeout, I'm going through a play, and about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? That's Larry. And when he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walked back on the court, and then Xavier was guarding him. So he tells Xavier, he says, I'm getting the ball.
And Larry said, I'm going to get it right here, Ed, and I'm going to shoot it in your face. He hit it and looked.
He really did what he told him, bro. And y'all seen that dude tried to come up and double team him, and it was too late. The ball is already out his hand, bro. That's crazy. They should have been double teamed, but it was like a one-on-one thing, like a little ISO that he was just telling him. But I know that dude told that dude that was coming up to double team him because he was about to shoot at that same spot.
That means he was like, damn, I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock. He shot a shot right in my face. I just looked back and the ball just went in, hit all net. And he said, I told you so.
I'm dead. He said, I told you so. He did tell him. I ain't gonna lie, he did.
And you know, he was like, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock. He wanted to shoot it with 0 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Now, a lot of people don't know this. You probably know this, Dan, but Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball. And a lot of people say, really? You know, they thought it was Reggie or Charles. Larry Bird talked more trash on the basketball court than anybody I've ever played against.
Wow, that is crazy.
And he told me 2 things one game. You know, our rotations, double teaming Kevin McHale always had to rotate to the corner, and Larry Bird was the one shooting it. You know, so he shot one, and I mean, I'm trying to block this shot, and he would just tell me, Scott, you're a little too late. You know, a little too late. So we playing him in the last play. He says to James Worthy, he says, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner. He said, they're going to set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out. He said, I'm going to curl right over. And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to.
Dang, James Worthy holding his jersey all tight and stuff. He pulling his jersey down. James Worthy, what's up with you, bro? Why you play like that, man? It's supposed to be all fun games, man. He's taking this serious. He holding on his jersey, pulling it down. What's good with that, man? Comment down below how you feel about it.
To play before they even take it out. He said, I'm going to go right over to that corner, and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be.
And he really did it.
They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or
DJ,
the late, great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, the man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a 3, game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me? It's my Larry Bird story.
Beyond an acute awareness of his own commercial potential, Bird waged psychological warfare at the drop of a ball.
The 84 Olympic team was playing an exhibition game against a bunch of pros, including Larry Bird, and they were in the warm-ups. And a ball bounced down from the college end of the court to the pro end. And Michael Jordan went down to chase it. The ball happened to be picked up by Larry Bird. And Michael went up a few feet away from Larry Bird and held out his hands. And Bird took the ball and fired it back down the court over Jordan's head, as if to say, you're not only not getting this ball, I don't give a damn who you are. Larry Bird knows exactly who this guy is and what's going to happen in the next few years. And he wants to get every edge he can get right now.
Like I said, I'm a young basketball fan just trying to learn the old schools. Like up this video, comment down below what to react to. I'm just trying to learn and see what was happening back in them days. Like I said, this new generation, I watch Kevin Durant, LeBron, Stephen Curry. You know what I'm saying? Just new players that's in this generation. But I really want to know about the old stuff and what was the history, all the fights, all the trash talking. That's all respect to Larry Bird. Everybody respect him. Shout out to everybody that's watching this video. And these legends and these players, they really respect them. I like that. It's just a game of basketball. You got to credit Larry Bird because he was one of the GOATs. He really finished his job. He never left nothing hanging. Appreciate y'all watching through this video with me. Everybody hit that subscribe button, turn notifications. Follow all my social medias at the top of this video. We going crazy this year, y'all. Just keep showing me love, keep showing me support. Like I said, subscribe and like up this video and comment down below what was your best NBA legend response. But anyways, y'all, I'm out.